Okay, so this is my video about Qwen 3.627b dense. This is a project that it worked on for the last 3 to 4 hours. I don't exactly know how, let's just say 4 hours, right? I told it to build a flight simulator. So just to add some detail here, I use open code. If you're not familiar with this interface, the prompt that I gave it was the following. Wanted it to demonstrate for me some capabilities that show what is a Qwen 3.827b dense model. What is it capable of? I told it to build a flight simulator that works in a browser, complete with a city to fly over, inverted controls. I told it to let the plane's motion be driven by realistic physics, and I think that's the part probably that took the 4 hours, was getting the physics figured out. I told it to look up physics theory in libraries as needed, and I told it I'd look forward to flying your simulated world, and then it proceeded to work for 4 hours. And now we have what we have here. So I'm going to show you a little bit about this simulator that it created. So you can see the controls. Hopefully you can hear the engine in the background. You can turn the sound off. WS as pitch, A and D as roll, Q and E as yaw, and then we got some camera angle options. So let's go for it. Oop, wrong button. Okay, here we go. And we're probably going to turn the sound off here, but just to show you that it does work, you can hear it now. Let's turn it off. So you've got some camera angles, well, one camera angle that lets you see the bottom of the plane. You got the throttle. The physics feel really good for something that, my model just created, especially a local 27B model. Let's see, let's try the Q and the E. Okay. So that's the yaw that you've got there. And I mean, it works. We're in a browser. It's a makeshift city. I mean, it looks like a city, a rough idea. You got buildings that, have lights. Obviously, it's not perfect. It could be a little bit more detailed, but for a local model, for something that basically the software didn't exist 6 hours ago, I'd say this is pretty good. So let me show you a couple things. I mean, it looks like there's a boundary there, and that boundary is something that doesn't prevent us from a flight standpoint. One thing I'm going to test with you guys, I don't know how high I can go up with this plane. So we're going to just go up, and then probably I'm going to crash to show you the reset. Let me move my mouse cursor out of the way there. So let's go up, and just something small to notice that I'm just picking up on is that the bigger buildings are in the center of the city. So, conceptually, the model, when you give the reference of a city, that's kind of how cities are constructed, right? The smaller buildings are on the outside, the bigger buildings are in the middle. It's a small detail, but I think it's worth noting. So now we go up, and then we get a stall. We get a stall message. And then I'm going to go ahead and crash just to show you what happens when you crash, that it does detect for crashes. Okay, so I explode into those little squares there. I get a report for my crash. My flight was 3 minutes. Distance 8.5 kilometers. That's pretty cool. Max altitude, top speed, and then press R to reset. So pretty cool. I just think it's astonishing that this type of model technology is here with us in 2026. Maybe I'm really not in the habit of posting things about models because so many people do it, and also AI is really not as popular a topic as it once was. I just think this is so cool and incredible that this is even possible. This is literally the first thing I had my Qwen 3.8 do, just to demonstrate that I'm almost positive Qwen 3.6 could not have done this. So that's it. Hopefully you've got a AI set up locally. If you do have one that can run Qwen, I give it a thumbs up so far. Just to give you a little information about my hardware setup, I've got three GPUs, three NVIDIA GPUs, two 3090s, and a 3060. Uh, and my total build cost about $2,000 to build. And then I downloaded this model for free. So it's pretty cool. Check it out if you can. If you can't, then maybe this taught you something, and that's it. So I'm just gonna, I don't know. I'll talk to you maybe in a future video. We'll see if the advancements continue. Then I'll make more videos. But usually it takes a couple months before we see something this astounding again.